rankings for 2022 were released, and SDSU placed with the nation's top colleges.
There have also been changes made to the SDSU football coaching staff.
And as we fall into October, that means it's Filipinx Heritage Month and LGBTQ plus History Month.
Keep watching for the latest updates on what's happening here at SDSU, and for all of our Spanish-speaking viewers, stay tuned for our Spanish portion of the show, Mundo Azteca, after this. Good afternoon and welcome to the Daily Aztec Live. I'm Daniela Ramirez.
And I'm Ronella Rossi. Thank you for joining us today.
The San Diego State University Police Department sent out a crime warning last night in a campus-wide email. This comes following an armed robbery at the Eureka restaurant on campus. The incident happened at 7:46 p.m. on the patio, according to the University Police Department.
Campus police are searching for a suspect described as a 5'4" male that was wearing black pants and a black hoodie. SDSU police are still investigating. We will keep you updated with any new information.
On Sunday, SDSU football head coach Brady Hoke announced that Jeff Helinski will no longer be the offense coordinator and quarterback coach. Hoke did not mention why Helinski will be removed as coach, but according to the NCAA, SDSU is currently ranked 131st place in passing offense in FBS college football.
Jeff Horn, the Aztec associate head coach, will be replacing Helinski. Horn was the offensive coordinator at SDSU from 2015 to 2019. He helped SDSU win 2 Mountain West titles.
And not only are they bringing back Horton, but the football coaching staff will also be joined by one of their previous players. Ryan Lindley, former Aztec quarterback, has been hired as the new football coach, quarterback coach for the team. The Aztec football team plays Hawaii at Snapdragon Stadium this Saturday at 7:30 p.m. with Horton in his new role.
A candlelight vigil was held to honor Masha Amini on Friday. The SDSU Persian Association organized this event at the Hafner Hall to show support for Iranians protesting in favor of women's rights and freedom. Daily Aztec reporter Yasmin Atta covered the event. Take a look.
Students at San Diego State University gathered for the vigil of Mahsa Amini, a 22-year-old Kurdish woman who was murdered by morality police in Iran. The vigil was held on September 29th by the Persian Association at SDSU, and all members of attendance were given a candle and the opportunity to say a few words.
It's nothing that happened overnight. It's been going on for a very long time. For them to see that people acknowledge them all around the world is good enough to keep protesting.
Everything I've learned and grown up with, they want to overthrow this miserable regime and go back to democracy and good leadership like they had in 1979. It's not about a protest, it's about a revolution.
Amini's death sparked protests around the country of Iran and eventually around the world. During the vigil, guest speakers vocalized their thoughts on Amini's death and expressed their gratitude to all who came to support.
Whether you're Iranian or not, I feel like this is a very collective movement. It's not just Iranian people. This is basic human rights that we are all fighting for. We have fought for, and now it's our turn to get them for our country.
Last week, Governor Gavin Newsom signed a bill allowing SDSU and all CSUs to offer independent doctorate programs. Senator Ben Wessel wrote the bill, which authorizes them to award the Doctor of Public Health degree along with other offered degrees.
SDSU had been pushing for this for a long time. According to President Adele De La Torre, the School of Public Health has a nationally respected reputation and faculty. SDSU has never been able to offer its own doctorate degrees. This is because the university had been required by state law to partner with private universities or schools within the UC system.
With this new legislation, SDSU will be able to better prepare its students with the skills they need to serve the public health workforce and the community.
SDSU is ranked number 72 among public universities and ranks number 151 among all national universities, according to Forbes magazine. The ranking assessed 1,500 universities, and decisions were made based on 17 measures of academic quality. The undergraduate international business program was also highlighted, placing number 13 in the country.
The rankings were announced as SDSU begins its third year in a 5-year plan that attempts to make students' success a key priority. But for now, we have Correa and Madison Cadena with the latest sports update.
Welcome back to another week of sports here at SDSU. I'm Madison, Cadena.
And I'm Correa with another sports update. Let's get into it. Last Friday night, our Aztec football team traveled to Boise State, but unfortunately, the game did not end the way they wanted it to.
The Aztecs became the first team to shut out the Broncos at home in the first half, but they couldn't keep it up in the second.
The Broncos ended up defeating the Aztecs 35-13 in SDSU's Mountain West opener. But don't be too sad. This weekend is a big weekend for football as they have a chance to defeat the University of Hawaii in front of not only you, but your parents too.
Since it's Parents Weekend here at SDSU, make sure to bring down the whole family to Snapdragon Stadium and show them how you cheer on your Aztecs. In other sports news, the Aztec men's hockey team had their first Division I series last weekend up against Northern Arizona University. Sadly, they lost both games, but with 10 out of 24 new players, they have an exciting future ahead of them.
Women's volleyball also had a change last weekend. After losing 3-1 to San Jose State, Aztec head coach Brent Hillard made a change in the lineup. This new lineup took the Aztecs' latest game by storm. Up against the University of Nevada, the women's volleyball team had a new spark and won 3-1.
The Aztec women's soccer team played the Air Force Falcons on Sunday and won 2-1. Emma Gaines-Ramos got 2 assists in the game and was given Mountain West Player of the Week. They will return home to play their first game at Snapdragon Stadium tomorrow at 7 p.m. against the San Jose State Spartans.
The Aztec men's soccer team defeated Oregon State 3-0 at the Sports Deck on Sunday. But on Thursday, they played at Snapdragon Stadium for the first time ever. I got to go see them play
Aztecs,
the University of
men's soccer
Washington,
team
and it was a tough game, but an amazing experience for SDSU. Check it out.
Hello Aztecs, the men's soccer team is playing their first match at Snapdragon Stadium. They're playing arguably one of their toughest opponents this season, the number 2 ranked Washington Huskies. The Huskies came into the game 24-7-8 versus the Aztecs and 9-1 in the last 10 matches against SDSU. Washington came out with a lot of firepower on the offensive attack, and the Aztec defense fended off some of their chances, but the offense kept coming. In the 34th minute, redshirt freshman defender Omar Gray got the scoring started for the Huskies. 8 minutes later, redshirt senior midfielder Lucas Meeks, who is tied for the most points in the Pac-12 conference, made it 2-0 on his penalty kick goal. With only 1 shot on goal in the first half for the Aztecs, SDSU came out ready on attack in the second half. Head coach Ryan Hawkins said he told the team at halftime that composure is key on offense.
Honestly, we didn't change a ton. We felt like we could be a little bit more composed on the ball, which I think we were, and I think that's something we'll continue to get better at.
The Aztecs got a handful of chances on offense in the second half, but couldn't put one past Husky junior goalkeeper Sam Fowler. Aztec senior midfielder Blake Bowen got 2 quality shots on goal, but was disappointed one of them struck towards the keeper, didn't end up in the net.
I got some good contact on it, felt good, but kind of towards the keeper, but yeah, it's tough not to go in, but it happens.
Washington held on to the 2-0 lead and won their 25th match against the Aztecs. Despite the loss, the men's soccer team held an attendance record of 2,769, and Hopkins said he is grateful that the Aztec community showed the love.
What a spectacle for San Diego soccer. The community came out and supported. I'm told it's an attendance record by quite a large margin, so love to see the support for the athletic department.
The Aztecs played their first home game away from the Sports Deck this season. To play in Snapdragon Stadium was something Bowen and senior defender Kyle Colonna said they won't forget.
Oh, amazing. A lot of people, attendance record I've heard. Beautiful atmosphere, beautiful stadium. It was unreal.
It was an unreal experience. Something I won't forget anytime soon. It was being in a stadium this big, being in the middle of that field. I think it's an experience that I won't forget very soon at all.
For the Daily Aztec, I'm Adam Correa.
October is LGBTQ+ History Month. This has been celebrated since 1994 and continues to stand alone from Pride Month in order to celebrate and remember past members of the LGBTQ+ community that fought for their freedom today.
It's also Philippine X Heritage Month. Here are some events coming up this week to celebrate the Philippine X community at SDSU. The Asian Pacific Islander Desi American Center is hosting an event tonight called Out the Boondocks at 6 p.m. The event features docuseries highlighting the Philippine culture and was made by local Filipino artists.
Other events coming up include guest speakers, craft nights, and collaborations with the Black Resource Center. If you're interested in learning more about upcoming events, check out the APITA Center.
We hope you enjoyed the English section of the Daily Aztec Live. Coming up next is the Spanish portion of our show, Mundo Azteca, with Fatima Lopez and Yoguez.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and catch the Daily Aztec Live every Wednesday at 12:30 on YouTube. Check out our website and the Daily Aztec social media for more on what's happening at SDSU.
Bienvenidos a nuestra programación en vivo de Mundo Azteca. Yo soy Fatima Lopez.
Y yo soy Yoguez. Empecemos con las noticias.
El pasado domingo, el jefe de entrenadores Brady Hoke anunció que habían tomado la decisión de liberar al entrenador Jeff Hecklinski de su responsabilidad de ser coordinador ofensivo y entrenador de quarterbacks. El entrenador asociado, Jeff Horton, tomará su lugar como coordinador ofensivo.
Horton había trabajado en ese puesto para SDSU del 2015 al 2019. Contribuyó a que SDSU ganara 2 títulos de Mountain West y entrenó corredores consecutivos de 2,000 yardas como Daniel Pumphrey y Rashad Penny. SDSU será anfitrión del próximo juego contra la Universidad de Hawái este sábado 8 de octubre a las 7:30 de la noche en el nuevo estadio de Snapdragon.
La semana pasada, el gobernador Gavin Newsom firmó un proyecto de ley que permitirá que las universidades del estado de California puedan ofrecer programas para doctorados independientemente.
El senador Ben Wessel fue el autor del proyecto de ley que autoriza que las universidades puedan ofrecer programas de estudio como el doctorado de salud pública, además de otros. SDSU ha pedido por mucho tiempo poder ofrecer doctorados independientemente sin tener que asociarse con universidades privadas o el sistema de universidades de California.
La presidenta Adela de la Torre comenta que la Escuela de Salud Pública siempre ha tenido una reputación extraordinaria y poder ofrecer estos programas era lo único que hacía falta para preparar mejor a los estudiantes.
La Universidad Estatal de San Diego fue posicionada por la revista empresarial Forbes en el lugar número 72 entre las universidades públicas y en el lugar número 151 entre las universidades nacionales. El rango de clasificaciones evaluó 1,500 instituciones y las decisiones fueron tomadas en base a 17 medidas de calidad académica.
También se destacó el programa de licenciatura en negocios internacionales ubicado en el lugar número 13 dentro del país. Las clasificaciones fueron anunciadas al mismo tiempo que SDSU comienza su tercer año en su plan estratégico de 5 años, en el cual se identifica el éxito de los estudiantes como una prioridad clave.
Y en otras noticias tuvimos la oportunidad de sentarnos con Dr. Nate y hablar sobre el nuevo curso acerca de Bad Bunny. Aquí se los compartimos.
En las últimas semanas, SDSU ha dado mucho de qué hablar, ya que se ha anunciado una nueva clase para el semestre de primavera 2023. El profesor Dr. Nate Shea Rodríguez ha creado una clase donde el enfoque será Bad Bunny. Algunos están emocionados y otros no están de acuerdo. Estudiantes como Lucelis Martínez están emocionados de que la clase enseñe sobre temas que no son regularmente tratados en un salón de clase en una universidad.
Es importante que esos temas se hablen, de nuevo la masculinidad, feminismo, el colonialismo, todo eso. Y que también hay muchas cosas que la gente no sabe. O sea, escuchan la palabra masculinidad, feminismo y a veces es como que, otra vez este tema. Pero a veces no se dan cuenta de los niveles que existen.
El curso de Bad Bunny, impartido por Dr. Nate Rodríguez, tocará temas como la masculinidad, la colonización y el desplazamiento, especialmente en Puerto Rico.
His songs that he sings and his lyrics, it's about Puerto Rico. And he talks specifically, like in his videos, about issues from Puerto Rico. When he advocates, though, for different issues, it's for a lot of the Latinx community. But he also advocates more recently, like for the shooting victims in Uvalde from the school shooting. He helped them buy houses and helped them with other things. He also advocates for LGBTQ rights, trans rights.
El único requisito para poder tomar esta clase es ser estudiante de maestría. Dr. Nate cree que es una buena oportunidad para los estudiantes latinos donde podrán aprender más sobre su cultura. Asimismo, como para estudiantes de otras identidades que quieran aprender sobre la cultura latina y cómo el ícono global, Bad Bunny, tiene un gran impacto en ella al tocar temas relevantes para la comunidad. Estudiantes como Yasmín Porfirio creen que esta clase es una buena idea para hacer conciencia de la comunidad latina dentro de Estados Unidos.
Y también yo tengo amigas y amigos personalmente que no son hispanos o latinos, como se diga, perdón, y ellos mismos también representan a Bad Bunny, los escuchan y me han dicho que ellos mismos planean en tomar la clase y se me hace una buenísima idea porque pues así va a ayudar a diferentes culturas y razas a aprender de la comunidad latina y de todo lo que se tenga que ofrecer en la clase.
Y para Mundo Azteca, somos Fatima Lopez y Chanel Yoguez.
Bueno, eso es todo para nosotros el día de hoy aquí en el estudio. No se olviden de suscribirse a nuestro canal y ver el Daily Aztec en vivo todos los miércoles al mediodía en YouTube.
Visite nuestro sitio web y las redes sociales de Daily Aztec y Mundo Azteca para más información sobre lo que ocurre en SDSU. Muchas gracias por acompañarnos y nos vemos la próxima semana.